David Shaw here with another off-the-record story. If you want to learn more about Washington, D.C., come visit my site, offtherecordtours.com. Let's go. If you're from around Washington, D.C., you've probably driven past this memorial dozens of times without even noticing it. Between Memorial Bridge and Washington National Airport, on your right, heading south on the George Washington Parkway, is the Lyndon Johnson Memorial Grove. Dedicated in 1977, 3 years after the death of our 36th president, the centerpiece of this site is this tall, rough-hewn hunk of granite from Texas that in many ways gently resembles LBJ's craggy face. Most interesting about this memorial is its location, however. It is not in Washington, D.C. We're across the river in Virginia right now. Now, LBJ is admired for quietly taking on the presidency in the midst of great tragedy, his legislative prowess in passing civil rights legislation, and his recognition of the worth of every person shown in the Great Society programs of his administration. But his legacy is tarnished by the unmitigated disaster that was the war in Vietnam. Not honored over on the Mall like Washington, Lincoln, and FDR, but not ignored like Pierce, Fillmore, and McKinley, LBJ finds himself relegated to the edge of town, a location representing our still ambivalent feelings about this president. Part of the reason for this is how the memorial came to be. It was not the result of a groundswell of support for remembering Johnson. Rather, it was a group of his well-connected friends that pushed for this place to be built. Despite being close to a highway, the place is rather peaceful. So, if you have time before your next pickup of a friend or relative at National, pull over and visit LBJ's memorial and contemplate the legacy of this most complicated of presidents. Well, I hope you enjoyed that off-the-record story. If you want to learn more about Washington, D.C., things seen and unseen, arrange your tour of your nation's capital at offtherecordtours.com. Until then, I'm David Shaw.